2017 solar eclipse. Eder, I just went ahead and went live.
Huh?
Because there's nobody watching and it takes a couple of minutes for people to start watching. So just FYI, there's a nice crowd.
Oh yeah, there's crowds over here. So you're live now?
Yeah.
Wow.
But there is 0 people watching. It takes a while. It takes a while for people to start watching.
Is that on YouTube?
Yeah, now we have 3 people watching.
What?
Hey Noah, thanks for joining. We're live at the Portland waterfront for the solar eclipse.
We are in
Thank you guys for watching.
And if you're watching from Oregon, what are you doing? Get yourself a pinhole projector stat if you don't have glasses. If you do, get yourself outside and take a look. What?
So you can already see a little bit of the moon getting in front of the sun right now?
More than a little bit of the moon.
It's a lot?
Definitely, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, within the next 10, 15 minutes or so, you know that perfect kind of like crescent moon that you see in like cartoons and all that fun stuff. That's what the sun's gonna look like.
All right.
Through these. You don't want to look at the sun with your naked
And
eye.
what else did we just learn about binoculars?
Well, oh man, do not try to amplify the light in any way looking at the sun with these, because, well...
Do you have those glasses that you boiled?
I do not have the glasses that I boiled, but that's exactly what happened. Burned a hole right in them. Fortunately, I was just trying to take a photo through my phone up at the sky through the glasses, so I didn't...
I hope your phone's okay.
Oh, my phone's fine. I tested it out.
What do we have? Oh, welder's masks. Is that what we got here?
Are they grade 12 or higher? They're grade 13. That's NASA approved.
Hey, you guys, say hi to the Oregon Live.
Oh, hi, Oregon Live.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah, you're on YouTube. Live on YouTube.
Live on YouTube.
So, yeah. So, where are you guys from Portland? We are. Yeah. Awesome. What got you coming out here instead of making the drive to Salem to see what we're doing? I don't know. We live here. We need to live here.
You can go live. If you wanted to, you can go ahead and go live.
What do you think of the show so far?
We walked back over here. Here's the music. It's wide open now.
Yeah.
Kind of funky. I mean, we were looking for
I can't see the time. Do you have the time?
Can't get much more wide open.
Nobody's going to be in front of us.
Yeah. No. Do you think it's been worth the hype?
I'm loving it. I think it's amazing. Nobody's really looking at it yet. It's happening.
Yeah. But don't look at it with your naked eye. You need the glasses or the welder's mask. Grade 12 or higher.
Oh, Dylan, I'm sorry about that. See if you can get some. Dylan on YouTube, he doesn't have any glasses. Isn't that sad?
Well, if you check
it's totally happening.
We do have a handy guide on how to make a pinhole projector. So even if you don't have glasses, there are ways you can see it. We have tons of them online in ways that will maintain your eyesight. Yeah, like this. If you happen to have a welding mask at home that's grade 12 or higher, NASA says it'll work. Able to use it. So if you couldn't get glasses in time,
all right.
If you happen to be near the Oregon State Capitol, they started giving out glasses at 9 a.m. 1,000 of them. It was a first come first served situation, so you might be too late at this point.
Eder, tell our followers where we're at.
We are at Tom McCall Waterfront Park on Eclipse Day, Monday, August 21st. It's, what time is it right now? It is 9:30 a.m. So if you log on to OregonLive.com/eclipse, find our Eclipse playlist, skip past the first song, you'll be right in time to catch Bonnie Tyler as the moon obscures the sun at 100% in Salem and about 99% here in Portland. Apparently we've got a little bit of tuning going on. Do we have any questions on any of the feeds so far?
All right, let's move on down past the music.
So yeah, so all classical Portland.
Hey Sean, there's a photo.
is broadcasting all classical tunes like sun, celestial, sun and moon themed, and right before the moment of totality, there's going to be a new special Eclipse Day arrangement, brand new, never before heard, over the airwaves at All Classical Portland.
All right.
So that's a thing that's happening Eclipse side. This is the first time since 1979 that a total solar eclipse has hit the state of Oregon. Last time, cloud cover prevented much of Oregon from seeing it. Here in Portland, it was supposed to be at 100%, but it was cloudy that morning. It was like February. So this year, it's not at 100%, but the skies are clear. 99-point-something% of the sun will be blocked out. So even then, Portlanders, if you are watching the eclipse from home, make sure that you've got these on no matter what. If you are outside of the path of totality, so if you're outside of Salem, outside of Molalla, outside of McMinnville, just check OregonLive.com/eclipse for where the path of totality is going to hit. If you are not in any of the cities where we're telling you that 100% of the sun will be obscured, you'll want to wear these the whole time. Otherwise, you're going to do some nasty things to your eyes. In the path of totality, however, at around 10:15, you'll want to look at OregonLive.com/eclipse to find out the exact times and keep up with the NASA tracker. But when the sun is obscured at 100%, if you are in the path of totality, you can take a look up at the sun without any glasses, see the corona, see a whole bunch of other really cool stuff. So if you are in the path of totality, you'll want to make sure that you take a look. But even then, before and after, you'll want to put these on, and you'll want to make sure that they're the NASA certified ISO values, which, if you've got a pen or not, here I go, it's ISO 12312-2. If you're in Oregon and you got glasses from Dutch Brothers yesterday during their promotion, you won't want to use those. They were recalled late last night by the company. So let's take a look at what people are doing further down here. What else do we want to know?
I just wanted to say, for people who do not have glasses, like poor Dylan watching us on YouTube here, OregonLive.com is live streaming the NASA feed of the eclipse, and you can watch it there coast to coast.
We also do have OregonLive.com. If you check our live blog, we have how-to instructions. If you're in Oregon, you don't have glasses, we have how-to instructions to make pinhole projectors, which will let you see it from your own backyard, from inside the state. So I don't know. It's wow. It's straight up a crescent at this point. Unfortunately, we can't capture what the eclipse looks like through our live feeds, but if you check the website, OregonLive.com, you'll be able to see exactly what I'm seeing right out here, which is, if you've never seen it before, one of the most bananas things you've ever seen in your life. The moon's just blocking out the sun there. It isn't getting any less bright now, but yeah, within the next 40 minutes or so, it's going to be dark out here. It's going to be real dark, so stay tuned for that. Hello. How you doing? Did y'all bike out here just for the eclipse? Or was this just a regular Monday morning ride?
I've never been to Oregon.
You've never been to Oregon? Where are you from?
Massachusetts.
Massachusetts. Well, welcome. My name is Eder.
So we do a little bike tour or is it family?
You're
So did you have the trip planned before you knew about the eclipse?
We did.
Whoa! What a lucky break. Yeah, well, we are...
Do you have glasses?
So we're the state's largest newspaper. We're broadcasting live on Facebook and YouTube. I don't know, how do you guys feel about seeing
It's amazing. I have to say, I recall that when I was a kid, near total eclipse in Georgia. And basically,
Alright, so I know it's starting to fill up pretty well over here. Do we have any questions on either of our live feeds from either Facebook or YouTube? Let's see. If you check OregonLab.com, we do have regional forecasts and feeds from Central Oregon, from Portland, from the coast, where a pair of our reporters are trying to track down the eclipse. As of early this morning, it was kind of spotty on whether or not you'd be able to see it from the coast, so check for the latest conditions. If you happen to be in Newport, or Lincoln City, or Depot Bay, you know, just go outside, take a look. There's supposed to be some marine fog happening, but who knows, it might be clear, it might not be by the time the show really starts at 10:15.
What time is it now?
Right now we are at about, 9:40. In about a half hour. It's going to be mostly dark out here because most of the sun will be eclipsed by the moon. Yeah, so once again, you'll want to make sure that if you have eclipse glasses, you have the NASA recommended 12312-2 ISO rating. Otherwise, it's not really going to work to save your eyes from the rays of the sun. Once again, if you are in Oregon and you picked up a pair of glasses from Dutch Brothers, we also have a whole bunch of other recall notices on OregonLab.com/eclipse. Just look up the stories that we've written about. Amazon has recalled a few other distributors have had to recall eclipse glasses because they weren't quite safe. So you'll want to make sure before you look up at the sun with your glasses that they've got the right number, that they haven't been on the recall list, and even if you can't find them on either spectrum, I guess, if they are not showing up on our site, and if something's, if you can't quite find the ISO number, NASA has a list of approved vendors, so as long as they're on that list, look at who made your glasses, you should be good to go. So once again, here in downtown Portland, at Thomas Hall Waterfront Park, this is the Oregon and Oregon Live. I'm Edgar Campuzano, and in about 10:15ish, about 99% of the sun is going to be blocked out by the moon. So everybody down here's got a front row view. If you're literally anywhere in Portland, you'll be able to look up at the sky with your special glasses and see the moon encroaching on the sun. It's actually, like, if you've never seen it before, it's really pretty. It's like, I've never seen anything like this in my short life. It's amazing.
So I'm going to take a walk through here, get some scenes of the crowds. Sean, if you want to join me. And then we'll join you back here in a couple minutes. We're going to go live on the Facebook national feed at 10 o'clock.
At 10 o'clock.
And so the world will be watching, and we're just going to take a little walk for a second.
And I'll be hanging here. Catch you all later.
You don't really want to get me on there, so I'll go after you. Say hello to YouTube, you guys.
What's up, YouTube?
Hey.
Came from San Francisco. Drove 12 hours.
All right. Welcome to Oregon.
Thank you.
Say hi to YouTube, guys.
Hello, YouTube.
Say hi to YouTube. That good, huh?
bit, stepped out of work for a little bit. The boss might have been nice enough to bring some down here. And that's really a lot of the crowd. So we've met a number of people there.
I guess I just walked in front of a TV broadcast. Hey everybody, we're live from the Portland waterfront. People are gathered to check out the eclipse. Pretty good crowd, pretty good day. April, we're looking around 10 or right after there. If you go to OregonLive.com, you can find the exact times. You can also watch the live stream from NASA at OregonLive.com. I'll find out reporter Ed. Anybody else have any other questions that we can ask him? Questions, anybody? Where are you guys watching from? Are you going to be taking a look at the sun? Have you checked that out already? You guys aren't that talkative. Okay, Eder, we had April. She was wondering exactly what time would we be as close to totality as we can be.
Here?
Here. Oh, April's in Houston.
In Houston?
Yeah.
Okay. So,
We'll start with Portland.
In Portland. So in Portland, just after 10:15 p.m. we should have, which here it's called peak obscurity because we're not going to get 100% of it. That is going to, block out about 99.3% of the sun here in Portland. In Salem, at around 10:15 shortly afterward, it's going to be 100% for close to a minute and a half. So for up to about a minute and a half in places like Salem, about a minute in McMinnville, you'll be able to take these off, look straight up at the sky, and see a ring covering the moon. Like you'll be able to see the light covering the moon. In Houston, I don't know what the exact percentages are, and I'm not positive on what time we'll be able to see it, but 100% of the sun will not be blocked out in Houston. For people in Texas, in Dallas in particular, 2024 is going to be your chance. That's when 100% of the sun will be blocked out by the moon for a total solar eclipse. It's going to hit the southwest United States. So this year, sorry to say it in Houston, but you're not going to get a show quite like what we're getting up here. And like it looks like a straight up crescent moon.
Yeah.
It's the sun right now. 2024 is going to be your best bet. And so.
And people who don't have glasses, again, you can go to OregonLive.com and see the live stream from NASA.
That's right.
What time do we have right now?
We have 9:48.
Okay.
And so this is one of the. So it's about 9:48. Yeah, in less than half an hour, we're going to get peak obscurity here in Portland and Salem, McMinnville.
This is a good outfit. Sorry.
Oh.
Can you say hello to our YouTube fans, please? Hello. Oregon Live. That is a beautiful outfit. I love your dog.
We're part of the Rose Festival.
You're part of the Rose Festival. All right.
Celebrating the eclipse.
All right. That was good. Sorry to interrupt you there.
No worries. So, we're going to get about 99.3% of the sun blocked out here. It's already, I don't know if it's just my eyes getting used to the light or whatever, but it's already starting to feel like it's getting a little bit, it's definitely darker here than it was.
Yeah, it's a little shadowy.
Definitely a little shadowy. Everybody here is going to be sitting in near total darkness. 10:15 a.m. And if you do not have eclipse glasses and you live in Oregon, hurry up, check out OregonLive.com because we've got amazing instructions to make a pinhole projector that'll help you track it and see it in your little cereal box. And if you don't want to go through the trouble of making a projector, we've still got a live feed from NASA so that you can see exactly what it looks like and see 100% of the sun blocked out. So we're going to have a lot of really cool stuff for you guys. when it's all said and done, I mean, even throughout the eclipse, we're gathering reactions, we're gathering video, we're gathering photo, we're gathering anecdotes, all sorts of stuff happening across the state. But we do have a reporter on an airplane, on an Alaska Airlines flight that's heading out into the Pacific Ocean to capture the eclipse out in the middle of the ocean. So we'll have video from that. We've got dispatches from the Oregon coast. We've got dispatches from Madras and Prineville area, particularly the Symbiosis gathering, where up to 30,000 people, we were starting to hear even more a little bit earlier, have gathered to watch the total solar eclipse. And from what I've gathered from looking at the amazing Beth Nakamura's photographs, is that it's like a mini Burning Man out there right now. So we're just kind of having a good time, hanging out, and getting ready to watch this once in a lifetime celestial event.
Do you want to like walk around and scope out the spot you want to be at for when we go live on Facebook's nationwide broadcast?
Let's take a look at where we're going to be in about 10 minutes.
What time do we have?
Live.
What time we got, Sean?
It's unfortunate that it's a bit hazy out here because you can't quite see Mount Hood. Otherwise, that'd be a pretty
9 till.
I mean, maybe we should mark this down right
Down there? That sounds good. After you, sir.
We are. Hitting Oregon first. There we go. So it's hitting Oregon first, and it's making its way through Idaho, Wyoming, a small sliver of Montana where there really isn't anything is going to see totality. And then it's also going to wind through Kentucky. You're going to see it in North Carolina. You're going to see it in South Carolina. So if you happen to be watching us and you're on the East Coast or in the Midwest, this is what you can expect in an hour or two heading your way. It's a really, really brief event. So it makes landfall on the Oregon coast at about 10:15.
Okay.
That's about when, or a little before 10:15, and that's when the sun or the moon will block out 100% of the sun on the Oregon coast, and from then it's going to take something like 2 hours.
Oh, let's move down this way if you don't mind, because this is saying very bad connection.
Oh, okay. So it's only going to take about 2 hours to make its way from the Oregon coast out to the eastern seaboard. So it's a really, really brief 100% totality event. And if you look along that band of totality and you don't yet have a place where you're going, just like in Oregon, I'm sure, for a lot of our eastern states and a lot of the Midwest, you want to go where you're going to be and stay there. Again, look at all the people that are just coming down to the Portland waterfront. If you're anywhere else in the state, particularly where there's 100% totality and there's large crowds, I mean, just imagine trying to get out of an Oregon football game right around the middle of the fourth quarter. That's what traffic is going to be like on I-5, if not worse. So you want to make sure that wherever you are, you stay put for a little bit, because there's still, especially when you're in 100% totality, still quite a show to watch. And it's like, it's definitely beyond noticeable. Again, it looks like a small crescent moon in the sky. While
I'm not sure I'm still connected.
It's just orange.
Yeah. Hey, Edda. This is our spot. I got a good connection.
Right there.
You want to give a little report in Spanish? We have a couple of Spanish listeners.
Oh, do we now? Oh, man. So my Spanish is not the greatest since it's been a while since I've had to
That's
speak
okay.
it.
Never mind.
But I'm a native speaker, so let's see. Let's go here. El eclipse total del sol va a pasar aquí en Oregon, especialmente en Portland, hace como 99% en casi 20 minutos y 99% del sol va a estar obscurado por la luna.
What time do we have now?
Right now, ahorita son las 9:55, so it's 9:55.
Okay, so 5 minutes. You got to keep an eye on that clock for Facebook.
So, en el mar, on the Oregon coast, va a ser 100% en ciudades como Lincoln City, Depot Bay y Newport. Entonces, ahí 100%, todo el sol no va a estar. van a poder quitarse los lentes del sol y mirar el eclipse nomás con sus ojos a las 10:15 en el mar. Aquí en Portland también, no en Portland, en Salem, en McMinnville, en Madras. Por ese tiempo van a saber si están en un lugar con mucha gente, porque hay gente que les puede decir cuándo va a empezar, pero a ese tiempo van a poder quitarse los lentes y mirar todo el sol, o el sol afuera de la luna. So, yeah, once again, in Salem, McMinnville, Madras, those cities are on the path of totality. Outside of that, in Eastern Oregon or in Ontario, Baker City, that's where you'll be able to see 100% of the sun blocked out by the moon. So in those cities, and in those cities alone, check OregonLive.com for the /eclipse for the full list. That's where you're going to be able to take off these glasses, look at the sun, see the corona, and witness the celestial splendor. Here in Portland, in Medford, in Bend, cities like that, you'll get a large chunk of the sun that's blocked out, but you won't want to take these glasses off. It'll seriously mess up your eyesight. We had a story late last week about a Portland, or not a Portland man, an Oregon City man who in 1967, I want to say, looked at the sun without glasses, without goggles, without anything. And he's, you know, when in courtroom shows or like on news reports when they blur out a license plate so you can't quite see what it is, that's what he's got in his line of sight on one of his eyes. So do not look at the sun. Say it with me. Do not
look at the sun. Okay, got it.
So we've got, what, about 3 minutes until 10 a.m. Shoot, I don't even know at this point if you haven't started the Eclipse playlist. I'm sorry, but I can't help you. But it's about 30 minutes until Bonnie Tyler's Total Eclipse of the Sun. Or less than that. It's about 15 to 20-ish minutes before Bonnie Tyler's Total Eclipse of the Sun is supposed to happen. And I hear that she's also on a boat off the East Coast where she's going to start singing her signature song when the eclipse starts there. So you can tune in and watch that, I'm sure, in several places. And right now, yeah, we've got like basically, it looks like a thumbnail right now, the sun does. It's really quite remarkable. It's definitely darker out here. Like, I don't know if the video feeds will be able to.
How is this going?
It's definitely.
It's
got an air of darkness here.
300 to 400 now. It's below 200.
Okay, but it's got a good connection. Good.
And let's see. So
2 minutes.
If for whatever reason you are in Oregon and can't make it outside, let's say you're stuck at your desk or something, we do have a live feed of NASA's NASA video live feed. Let me just say of the whole thing happening. So OregonLive.com/eclipse, you'll be able to see that. You've got about. I mean, even right now, if you check our website... Can you guys still see the feed?
I'm seeing that I have a very bad connection. Can you type a message if you can see the feed?
But yeah, you'll be able to see the sun and the moon infringing upon it. And yeah, there are plenty of ways to experience the eclipse if you can't be here in the flesh. So once again, we have a reporter who has already boarded at this point an Alaska Airlines flight who will be recording video of the eclipse from the ocean.
Okay, you're going to do a reset from the start in like less than 1 minute?
Less than a minute, okay. And if you want to pan around, look, there's people who have decided to take to their boats to check out the total solar eclipse. And right down there, right off the East Bank Esplanade, there are people who are floating out there on the river. So, hi.
Not yet, not quite yet. We're at 9:59. So Sean, Facebook's going to be joining us at 10. You're going to want to get Edder. He's going to do a reset.
All right. Yeah, it's definitely getting darker out here. Oh man. Yeah, we are about 15 minutes from peak eclipse here in Portland. It's 9:59 a.m. And it's definitely getting darker out here. Like the shadows have shifted a little bit.
Okay, you're good.
All right. Well, hi there. This is Edder Camposano with the Oregonian and Oregon Live, coming at you from Tomahawk Waterfront Park in downtown Portland, where, as you can see, hundreds of people have gathered to watch the beginnings of the Great American Solar Eclipse. So we've got reporters on the coast, we've got reporters in Central Oregon, we've got reporters in Salem. We're going to be feeding us info at OregonLive.com/eclipse. We've got live vlogs, we've got videos, we've got a bunch of really good stuff. So here in Portland, we're not going to get 100% of the sun blocked out. It's going to be about 99%. But still, like even now, it's quite a show where the sun in the sky, if you have your special eclipse glasses, it looks like a little eclipse. It's like a crescent moon almost, just hanging up there in the sky. If you are in Oregon or anywhere else along the path of totality, anywhere in the country, you'll want to make sure that you do have these special eclipse glasses. And if you're wondering whether or not they're safe, NASA has a list of approved vendors, so you'll want to make sure that you log
Keep
on
going until it connects.
and see who is on that list and make sure that your manufacturer is. Other than that, there is a safety requirement rating on each of these, ISO 12312-2.
Follow him, he's
that
trying to find a
NASA
connection.
Has set up so that you know for sure that your glasses are going to be safe. So, darker the last few minutes, and tons of people just walking down the waterfront where 99.3% of the sun will be blocked out in 14 or so.
You got a connection? So reset again.
Hey, this is Edgar Campuzano with the Oregonian and Oregon Live, coming right at you from downtown Portland at comical Waterfront Park. Hundreds of people have gathered for the Great American Solar Eclipse. So here in Portland, we're only going to see about 99% obscurity. That means a little over 99% of the sun is going to be blocked out by the moon. But even now, about 14 minutes until the big show hits its climax, it's getting darker, it's getting colder, and, well, so if you are in Oregon or if you are anywhere along the path of totality, anywhere in the United States, so that's much of Nebraska, that's part of Wyoming, that's parts of Kentucky, Tennessee, and Nashville, you'll be able to see 100%. You want to make sure that you have got these glasses. NASA's got a list of approved vendors. We've got an ISO number rating that of 12312-2 that will for sure help you out. Once again, if you're watching from Oregon and you picked up glasses from
Hey Sean,
yesterday,
keep your eye on me. I'm going to try over here.
they did recall their glasses on one side.
Yeah, I'm sure that they have been, people have been asking for that the whole time. Like, be the voice of the radio.
Right, they have to face the other way.
Joking about it.
I saw it too.
Did I ask him for a second? Oh, really? Yeah, that's what they do too. They get like
They going to Barbara's happy hour?
I don't think so, because apparently they're not arresting me.
Yeah, maybe you'll find this one on the ground. That one's looking up.
Hey, long time no see, you know?
Pass out is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be on the floor. You're gonna be like, shit, here we go.
They said it at
Staring at her.
I'm going to break off and go down that way just to see if I can get a connection.
Oh, are you having trouble too?
Terrible. Oh. I'm going to go down that way to see if I can get a connection. See you back in the office. We're live at Portland waterfront. Everybody's gathered here for the eclipse. It's gotten darker and colder in the time that we've been down here. It's like a little
Waterfront, Paul McCall Waterfront Park specifically, where we are hanging with people watching the great American solar eclipse. Here I am. So in about, it's getting close folks, in about 6-7 minutes, 100% of the sun will be blocked out in Salem, in McMinnville, in Madras, tons of cities along the path of totality in Oregon. Even before that, a few minutes before that, the Oregon coast in Depot Bay, Lincoln City, Newport, once again, 100% of the sun will be blocked out by the moon. So if you're in any of those cities right now, or if you're anywhere within eclipse range in Oregon, in Idaho, in Wyoming, in Nebraska, make sure that you've got these glasses here. Not the specific brand, but glasses with an ISO rating. That's a safety rating issued by NASA of 12312-2. If that rating is not on there, NASA's got a list of approved vendors. Otherwise, you might want to do a little bit more sleuthing and check and make sure.
How's the sun looking right now, Eder?
Last I checked, it was a sliver, and it is even sliverier. It's super slim. If I were to hazard a guess, I mean, we're going to get about 99.3% of the sun blocked out here in Portland in the next 4 to 5 minutes. It is definitely over 80%. I would say.
Yeah, I think that needs to be the land.
80%.
80%. So this, incidentally, is only the first of 2 total solar eclipses that hit the United States within the next 10 years. In 2024, Texas, Southwest U.S., it's going to be your turn. You're going to get this too.
It's definitely darker. I feel like I'm wearing my sunglasses and I'm not.
And not just that, but it's getting colder out here.
Yeah. It's good because it was too hot.
4 to 5 minutes or so, it's going to be a lot darker out here. People are going to be staring straight up at the sun with these. And once again, if you're in the path of totality, from here to South Carolina, it's stretching. Check OregonLive.com/eclipse for updates and for maps that'll show you exactly where you can be to see everything. But if you're in the 60 to 70 mile band of totality, anywhere in the US, you'll be able, at the time that the moon blocks out 100% of the sun, you'll be able to take these puppies off, take a look up, see the corona, and see a lot of really cool stuff. It'll look just like night throughout much of the band of totality. You'll be able to see stars, some planets, and yeah, so once again, we're down here on the Portland waterfront. Hundreds of people here to see this once-in-a-lifetime event, staring at the sun with these approved glasses. And yeah, in Salem, you're going to get 100%. So if you happen to be a baseball fan and you're at the Salem Kaiser Volcanoes baseball game, they are touting what they have is the first professional baseball game to suffer an eclipse delay. So they'll be playing a game shortly after everything ends. And yeah, right now, even by the minute, it feels like it's getting darker down here on the Portland waterfront. It's getting a little bit colder. More people are coming. There's a classical music station, all classical Portland, that's playing a special eclipse playlist. And in a few minutes here, they are going to have a special, one-of-a-kind, original composition playing. And unfortunately, you can't really see, probably because of the short range of our cameras, but there's people lining up on bridges, there's floaters in the water, there's people on boats. This is like, yeah, the major event of the century, if not a lifetime for some people. Out on Tillicum Crossing, the pedestrian and transit footbridge that we have here in Portland, there's tons of people watching that I can already see from about here. So yeah, we are 2 or 3 minutes away from peak eclipse here in downtown Portland. The difference between having a full eclipse, 100% in places like Salem and McMinnville, and having 99%, from what we're told, this is what our travel reporter Jamie Held has been told by experts, is the difference between going to your senior prom and getting married. So
there's like just a sliver of the sun left.
Yeah, life-altering event, or once-in-a-lifetime event, no matter where you are. But you know what? If you happen to be in that path of totality, you are getting quite a show here. So,
but if you do not have your glasses,
OregonLive.com/eclipse. We've got a live feed of NASA's camera of them broadcasting the eclipse as it's happening, and we've also got, later on OregonLive.com, we'll have a really cool video from one of our video reporters who's boarded an Alaska Airlines plane over the Pacific Ocean. She's probably seeing totality right now, as a matter of fact. So yeah, we've got lots of good stuff. We've got reporters in Central Oregon, in Salem.
Darker.
It's darker. It's even darker now. Yeah, it's like getting darker by nearly the second here. There's a guy with a solar-powered backpack blaring tunes. They're not that great, but they're tunes nonetheless. Yeah, so we're at 10:14 right now.
Hey, Ed, why don't you tell everybody why we're not broadcasting the sun right here?
Why we're not broadcasting?
Everybody wants to point the camera at the sun.
Oh, you don't want to see the sun right now. I mean, you can take a quick look, but you can't really see anything unless you're here in the moment and you've got these glasses. To be honest, it doesn't translate very well to video.
And how can they watch the eclipse?
If you want to watch the eclipse as it happens, OregonLive.com/eclipse. We've got NASA's live feed happening there.
It's on the front page, actually.
It's on the front page, so it's just at OregonLive.com, where you can watch the eclipse as it happens through NASA's cams. But yeah, as far as what we're seeing down here, honestly, I mean, you can point it up real quick. That's what you're going to see. You're not going to get much better. So, no matter what, it doesn't really compare to the clouds reacting. So, if you watch
even darker. Oh man.
Watch the NASA light.
Getting dark.
To the waterfront. Take a quick piano here. shot. You can definitely see. Should be close to 99%.
You guys, we should move
Here
down
in
a little bit
Portland.
to get away from the music.
Huh?
We need
Oh
to
yeah.
move down a
let's get
little
away
to
from
get
the
away.
music. But yeah, right now, if you are in Portland and you've got a pair of glasses, go outside and try them on, because it's about as close as it's gonna get.
It's dark.
Maybe even a little bit more. But this is like right now, upwards of 90, almost 99% of the sun is blocked out by the moon. Steadily going to go a little bit more, but yeah, this is it's dark out here. The shadows are it's really strange. It's really hard to describe that. It's imagine you're watching the blues festival on TV with the sun glaring, and you just turn the brightness down on your TV. That's what it looks like in real life out here right now. So it's like, yeah, it's like the Earth literally just turned down the brightness level of its own television set as it's watching the sun.
I feel like I'm wearing my sunglasses.
Huh?
I feel like I'm wearing my sunglasses.
Right? That's what it feels like. I personally don't wear sunglasses often because I need a prescription, so. But
people all over the place, and they're not convinced that it's that dark. Tell us what you're seeing when you look through your glasses.
when I look through my glasses, all I see is a sliver. It's not, at this point, it's not even a discernible shape. It is a line. The sun is literally, and I'm not using it in the millennial sense of the word where it's like, not really, figuratively, but the sun is literally a curved line in the sky right now.
How dark is it for us here?
How dark is it for us right here? I mean, it's...
Because in the video, it doesn't look that dark. But
You guys, we have to move down a little further.
So right now, I can see some of the street lights. The street lights are coming on. That's how dark it is right now. I mean, right now, it feels like... If you've ever been to a football game, you know when the sun is hitting the buildings have the lights on. That's what it is. Without any artificial effects. So there aren't any street lights down here at the waterfront, but that's what it looks like just through natural lights. It's really it's really amazing actually. So yeah, lights across the city are coming on, cars are turning on their headlights, the buses are turning on their headlights and everything. If you're glassesless, don't look up at the eclipse. But if you are not wearing glasses and you just scan the horizon, off to the west, you see kind of a darker blue sky, but out to the east, it looks like it's practically sunset. It looks like the sun is setting on the east from where I'm standing, and it's still